Hello, Enid, and welcome to the City Update on this fabulous Monday afternoon. And we are just loving today. I wish I was out on the bike. That would be wonderful.
It is a gorgeous, gorgeous day.
It's great for a bike ride or for walking, jogging, running around with your pets, whatever, gardening. Just make sure you drink lots of water if you're out doing any of those things, because you can still get really hot. So how was your weekend?
It was amazing. It was good, relaxing Easter weekend. So how was yours?
My weekend was kind of eventful. I had a booth over at the Stride Bank Center for the market. A lot of the people don't know, but I sell Mary Kay, but I'm also a photographer. So I was able to go out on Sunday and do a couple of sessions with people, so that was fun. I love the weather. The wind wasn't very forgiving, but that's okay. We made it work.
I did ride my bicycle out to Breckenridge and back kind of a different way back around to the city. Didn't ride the motorcycle this weekend, but did get out on the bicycle.
What is Breckenridge?
It is a town about 10 miles east of here.
That's the first time I'm hearing about it.
Okay.
Well, now I know. Is it pretty over there?
It is Oklahoma.
Oh, it's Oklahoma. Okay. Well, we're going to highlight some really fun stuff. So this week is National Public Safety Telecommuters Week. And for some of you, you might know what this is, and for some of you might not, but this is highlighting the 911 dispatchers that when you call 911 and they answer the phone, they're there to help you. And so this is a whole entire week of celebrating them. They are unseen, but they are very heard. I think I said that right. And so very exciting. I do have some information I'm going to share with you about that. And so it actually had, the idea came to Patricia Anderson out of California in 1981. And then it was adopted in the 1990s and was made a public safety communications official week. And so that's exciting. And this is a week-long event that you get to celebrate. They have tons of events and tons of things that they do for them. And so actually, it's really interesting because we have some positions available, but they need about 18 dispatchers on staff for that to run smoothly. And so if you're looking for a fun, exciting job of being able to help people, this is a great way to be able to get involved with that. And so if you feel like that's something you want to do, then we are hiring for that. And so you can go to enid.org/ourscity/job-opportunities, and you can find out all that information about that and what shifts they're hiring for and things like that. And I appreciate them a lot. We had an issue with our alarm, and I had to go over there, and they were so friendly. It was so nice. And so there's that. And then it's also National Animal Control Week. So in collaboration with the dispatchers, they also get to highlight the animals, and so that's exciting. And we always highlight we always highlight an animal that you can adopt. And if you're going to do that, there's a couple of fun things going on. We do have the annual rabies shot clinic that you can get a $10 shot as well as a city tag. And I think city tags are normally like $10 by themselves. And so this is great. And then if your pet already has their rabies shot, you can get a tag for $2.
Now, when is this?
This is Sunday, April 23rd.
And what time does the event start?
At 12 p.m.
And where does the event?
It's at Chisholm Trail Expo Center.
Okay.
Yeah.
111 West Purdue.
Yeah, and if you have questions, call the number. It's 580-249-4910. But also, we have Ziggy. Now, I brought Ziggy to you last week, and he had been there for, I think, 25 days. I might be wrong on that. But he has actually been there for 34 days now, and we would love to see him have a forever home. And another cool thing that's happening is that they have partnered with SPCA, and SPCA got a grant to be able to allow for vouchers for free spay and neuter as well as microchipping. And so this does not cover vaccinations at all. And so that is really cool, and it's free. So you adopt a pet, right? And then you get to spay or neuter them and microchip them. That's one heck of a program right there.
Just look into those eyes right there.
Yes.
Ziggy needs you.
I love it. He is in pin 18. If you have other fur babies, feel free to bring them and see if they work together, see if they get along. And so he would be really good for an active family. We just really hope that we can have another pet to highlight next week, and his story is he found his forever home. That would be great.
That's good.
They actually had pets out at the Eggapalooza that we spoke about before, and they had 2 pets go home.
That's good news.
Yeah, that's very exciting. And so, and then we also have, this is something that you and I particularly are really passionate about.
That's right. I am out on 2 wheels all the time. I know you are as well, both on my bicycle and on my motorcycle. And it's springtime. When the spring comes, one of the early signs that spring is here. Forget about the groundhog. When you see motorcyclists out, then you know spring is here. So, guys, just be looking and watching for those people when you're crossing a busy street, making sure you can see everything you need to see before you cross that intersection.
Yep.
That's probably the most dangerous thing for motorcyclists is cars that just don't see them at an intersection.
I heard a thing, like how you slug bug. Like you see one and you're like, slug bug. Well, I saw a thing where if you have your children count the motorcycles or the bicyclists, when they start driving, they're going to see them better. Mm-hmm. And I was like, that is kind of brilliant. I might need to do that. So, I mean, right now we have like Stinger Stings, which is like Mustangs, kind of like that. So I'm going to have to like Harley gnarly or something. I don't know. But yeah, so you definitely want to make sure that those loved ones get home because they have families too.
That's right. And I also notice, especially in my neighborhood, even on some of the streets that might not be the best, hey, we need to appreciate when children are outdoors doing some activities. Mm-hmm. We like to be critical about kids being inside playing video games all the time, but now when we see some kids out on a bike, we ought to be thankful that they're outside wanting to do something. But those guys can be they can surprise you with what they do in the street on 2 wheels, and so just be careful when we see these little bikes and little kids.
Yep. Keep your eyes open and always looking around. And then we also have the library has some stuff going on, and I have tons of information for you for that program. So the library is accepting residents to enroll in a high school program, and they're only taking 5 entries, and so you have to qualify for that. And the qualifications are: you have to be 24 years of age or older, you have to reside in Garfield County, and you have to have a library card or be willing to get one. And they have more information on this program at enid.okpls.org/high-school-diploma. And if you have any questions, go into the library. They'll be more than happy to get you set up on that program and to, get your high school diploma.
What a great program that's offered. I know people that have had some situations and life got messy, and a GED was something that needed to happen at a later date. Mm-hmm. So, what a good way for someone to get the help and education that they need.
for sure. And then we also have the Arbor Day community event. Scott, will you tell us more about that?
That's right. Come out and join the tree board on the 28th of April, 11 a.m. at Government Springs South. I believe they're going to plant 3 trees out there. And they said at the last meeting what tree species were there, but I forgot and I can't pronounce it. So just be there and you'll be surprised. But everybody loves trees, and we need to do our part to keep it going, especially here in Northwest Oklahoma. Having trees around is something that makes quality of life better for all of us. So
Yep.
if you're interested in that, come out and be part of the celebration.
As long as they're not cedars. Cedars are terrible for Tyler.
They wouldn't do that.
No, they wouldn't do that. And then we also have the Walk of Fame nominations as well. I do know that in order to be considered for the Walk of Fame, a person needs to have demonstrated a lifetime of service to the community, or have made an extraordinary contribution of act of selflessness or statesmanship for Enid.
That's right. If you know people that meet that qualification, there are usually 2 nominees every year. One person who has in the past, who is passed on now, but has demonstrated that culture in Enid. One nominee in the past, and one current citizen that can be nominated for that.
And if you do want to nominate someone, then those nominations need to be in. The deadline is May 31st. By 5 p.m. and we look forward to those. It's always interesting to be able to read up, and when you're doing the biography for them, to be able to read at the program. It's always interesting. You can turn those into the city clerk at admin, and they'll get you taken care of. If you have any questions, feel free to call up there, and they'll answer those questions for you, for sure. And then we also have road.
We have Streets with Scott.
Oh my goodness.
We have Streets with Scott. Here we go. We've got East Broadway and 16th. There's a signal there, and we're doing a flash or 4-way flash there that we're trying out. So that's been going on for a while and going to continue. So there's that. The flashing's at 16th and Broadway. Birch Avenue, we've been working on this. So if you live in this area, this isn't anything new. And we're going to continue to go eastbound on this. As soon as this area gets completed, we're going to keep on going eastbound all the way to 23rd. So right now it looks like we're about 19th and Orleans. So we're going to keep on going with that. 6 or 7 more weeks to go. Liberty Lane, we're improving the intersection at this corner on Willow and Liberty, and that's well needed. North Cleveland Road. So we're working on moving the utilities, and this is exciting because this is the precursor to from the railroad tracks up to Willow, continuing on with the 4-lane. And so probably in May it will be on our agenda to approve an agreement with ODOT and BNSF to complete the rest of this project. And it will take several years to do that 4-lane, but this part is talking about the utility reconstruction. So that's going on. That's going to take another week. And then we've got a little water line improvement. So we're working on this intersection on Nagel and Grand.
Yeah, that's a mouthful.
Is that it for the streets?
Great, though. I think so. I think you covered that really well.
This has been Streets with Scott.
Yes. Dun, dun, dun. And then we also have employment opportunities. We were just talking about the dispatch call center, and this is, if that's not something that you necessarily are passionate about, there are tons of other opportunities to be able to get yourself plugged into. You can find the job descriptions at enid.org/careers, and these are great benefits.
Absolutely, and what a number of different options that we have to fit all of your employment needs. Anything from an operations technician. Even in this department, we're hiring a video producer. So if you are artistic, if you're good at making graphics, if you are into photography, and are interested in anything like that, this department is hiring a video producer and pays pretty well, $19.08 an hour.
Yep. It's a pretty good department.
Get your applications in, enid.org/careers.
Absolutely. And then we also have board vacancies. Now, we were just talking about this, and they're filling up pretty fast.
Yes, the next council meeting on the 18th will fill the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Holiday Commission board, and that will just leave 4 or 5 boards left that will be filled in May. We'll have those all complete.
That's great. And as always, we have meetings that you can also plug into and become part of your community and see some good things happen. We do have the MAPC.
That's next Monday at 6 o'clock. There are several items on that agenda. There are some school rezonings. The school has some different properties they're wanting to put into their special use category. So those are going on. There are a few lot splits. And there is a plat, a redrawing of a certain plat that needed a few corrections, and so those items will be on MAPC. The public is always welcome to join. That'll be Monday at 6 o'clock in the council chambers at the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Complex, our admin building, at 401 West Garriott Street. Same location for the next night, Tuesday the 18th. We have all of our meetings there in the council chambers. We have a study session at 5 o'clock. You're welcome to come join us for that. And followed by the commission meeting at 6:30.
That's wonderful. That's a lot. We hope that you found some new information. At least say thank you to the dispatchers and the workers and stuff like that.
You know, let's go back one screen too. On the council meetings, we do record those, and those are available on all of our channels, which we always talk about at the end of the program. But all of our agendas are also available on our website. So if you are wanting to know more about MAPC or what's going on for the agenda on any of the meetings, you can find those very easily on our Enid website, enid.org website. There's a section that says meetings. All you have to do is click on it. There's a calendar. You can look to see what's going on and click on it, and as soon as we post the agendas, then they're able to be viewed by the public, and we're very transparent about all of that. So anything like that, any public meeting that we have can be found on that website.
Yep, what he said. And then we also have the Garfield County Emergency Management app, which will tell you when we have storms coming. You can also get that information on their website, as well as their Facebook page, which I frequent a lot. I should have flyer mileage by how many times I look at it. Probably daily.
And I bet you're going to talk about see, click, and fix.
Yes, we are. Do you want to talk about it?
It's a great app. We talk about it at every meeting, and it's worth having on your phone. It's an easy solution. When you see an issue that needs to be dealt with, you can just hit that button. You can report it. There's drop-down categories to select what you want, and that you can report it, and then we'll do something about it.
Yep.
I promise you, if you put it to the test, something will happen. And it's also a great way to request a ride for public transportation.
Yep.
So use the app. It's great. Not only can you use it from your end, but then when there are street closures or water closures or anything going on, you'll also be notified from us to you. So it's a great two-way communication.
Agreed. Yep. And as he said, we are everywhere. We're everywhere for you because you're everywhere. And so we want to stay connected with you. And if you have any questions about anything that we've talked about today, then we'll be more than happy to help you. You can call 616-7258 and we will get you taken care of.
Go to YouTube and type in City of Enid Government and look at our page, and there are just, I don't know how many, there's maybe thousands of videos over the last several years, from entertaining, funny Valentine's videos to, watching a video on a ribbon cutting or a tree board. There's an amazing selection of videos, and some of them are quite entertaining. So I invite you guys to go to YouTube and just check it out. See some of the videos that have been made over the past several years.
And the ones that you would see on there is from our department. So that's exciting.
That's right.
We hope that you had a wonderful Easter holiday weekend, and we hope that you have a wonderful Monday, and have a great rest of your week, and do something kind for someone else. Bye, Enid.